Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about submixes. So with this idea of submixes, we basically got multiple channels which we can feed into one. Take for example this group here which I've highlighted. Now these are the drums for this track, and at the moment what they're doing is they're all routing individually out of their separate channels and going to the master bus, which is this one here. I mean, if you want to change levels of say a single track, and that's fine. What you do is you just highlight the one that you want to say if I want to reduce tom 1, then I just do that. That's great. But if it's too loud within the mix and you want to bring down the whole instrument, you bring them all down like that, which is that's great as well. That's another way of doing it. But you can imagine that if you've got quite a number of tracks and you're having to do this for each track individually and highlighting them and bringing them down and highlighting and bringing them down, it can become quite a bit of a, well, I guess quite intensive. So, I mean, the other way of doing it, or another way of doing it, is by actually grouping all these together. And what I mean by that is actually routing them to what is called a bus. So what I've done here is I've created in preparation this drum submix. And what you can do is basically route all of those channels to the bus. And then what that does then is basically, rather than having these channels individually go out to the final output, it puts another step in the chain effectively. So you've got all of these going now to bus 1, and then you can see that that bus 1 is then routed to the master outs. So what that effectively allows you to do is, rather than changing all these channels, you can just bring down this individual channel by itself. And what it will do is everything that's within that bus, within that group, you can actually, that'll bring down the volume altogether. So there's no need to actually affect the faders in here. All you do is you change this one here. That's great. So, and also on top of that, what you can do is add in, more. I mean, you've heard of probably people talking about compression on the bus. So this in effect is a bus, and it's a drum bus. And what you can do is you can effectively put compression on that bus mix. So it's a great tool, and I'll just demo it quickly here. So what I'll do is I'll put these back to stereo. So they're all basically routing back out of this channel here. So this is just the drums as they are. And basically to change the volume, what I do is I just pull these up and down, and they're highlighted at the moment. So they'll all move in sympathy together. And I'll just show you that now. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The other way is, of course, putting it to the bus. So you get the ideas, and basically what you can do multiple instruments, and you can see here within the mix, I've done the bass like that already, putting them both together, and it allows you to basically to move, to actually change the volume of groups of instruments. It's really handy. Another way of doing it, quickly I'll just show you on this video, is taking that back, so we're basically back to where we were before and everything going over the master bus. Now what you can do as well is you can add groups. So what you can do is create a group within the actual DAW itself. So if I call this drums, and basically assign that, and I probably should explain what you can do with that then is you can add the group. So you add that to a group as the submix, and then what you can do then is you change the volume, so unhighlight them, just like you all want. And because I've got the volume set in here, as I change the volumes will change in all of them together anyway. And you can do the same sort of things, but you can probably do a bit more here as well actually. But you can actually do exactly the same. So if you hit solo, it solos all of them, or if it mute them, it mutes them all as well. And it's all selectable. You can obviously change whatever you want to change, and you can also add in automation as well. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.